What is up, guys? It's Tactical Hand Cream, or you can just call me Zach, it's whatever. Before I start talking about this, I know I have not been making as many videos lately. Honestly, I haven't been playing as much lately. I've just been going back to school and dealing with work and things, so it's kind of going to be the normal. But if you need me, send me a message on my YouTube or hit me up on Steam or something like that. I'll be here, just not as much. So if you know me, you know that I love the old school tactical shooters like Rainbow Six, Ghost Recon, and SWAT 3 and SWAT 4, which is especially pertinent to this. I grew up playing those games. I love them because they were challenging, they were really hard. Even on like the easiest settings, it took 4 or 5 times in a single mission, planning things out differently, doing things differently every single time until I got it right. I love that. I love the emphasis on realism and teamwork and being precise. So this right here is Police Stories. It's currently in alpha, but it's free to play right now in alpha. So I'll make sure I put a link in my description if you guys want to check it out. It is a top-down shooter similar to Door Kickers, if you're familiar with that. I have never played it, but I've kept an eye on it because I was kind of interested in it. So since it's a top-down shooter, obviously the keys aren't nothing intricate, you have your movement, your basic command, and it's really pretty much it. Now over here you can see we have the option to arrest suspects. I can yell hands up, or get on the ground, or I can make a warning shot, which is kind of stupid in real life. You'd never do that, but it works for the video game, so that's what we're gonna do. And obviously if they aim a gun at me or somebody else for shooting them, if a suspect or a civilian surrenders, handcuff them. And there's also bomb defusing, but I don't think I'm going to get into that right now. I think we're just going to go through the first mission. Maybe I'll record the second one some other time. So let's just jump right into it. Background, Bay Street, number 217. We got a 502 suspects seen parking their vehicles near the Understand Bar. Responding Unit 516 is authorized to use force. Our RP reporting person indicates that they might be hostile. And for God's sake, don't start a firefight in there. You're not in Miami anymore, remember that. Dispatch out. So here you see our objectives. We have to neutralize the threat, risky civilians, and optional is secure evidence. We're looking at 6 suspects and 3 civilians. Now, don't let this fool you. This game is tricky. I probably won't do well, and maybe you'll see that in a little bit when I actually start to play it. But it is challenging and it is hard. So we go over here to our equipment. Right now we can't change anything. In the future I'm sure you'll be able to change which officer you play as or whatever like that, and also your equipment. So right now I have just my primary rifle and 2 flashbangs. My buddy Rick Jones over here, he has his equipment as well, but he also has a wand. And what we can use that for is we can stick that under a door. It has a mirror on it. That way we can check the other side of the door. And we'll have, a little bit more of an idea of what we might be walking into. He has breaching charges as well. So let's just go for it. And there goes any sense of element of surprise right there. So we will start by having our buddy check to this side of this door real quick. And it looks like it's all clear.
Stand down. Go. Roger.
So what I really like about this game is that it's similar to a first-person game.
Door. Roger.
In the aspect that you can't actually see anyone until they're in your line of sight, like right now. So we got one bad guy with a firearm, and like I said, for all I know, since the mirror won't extend past this wall here, could be somebody waiting here, there could be somebody over here. So
at ease.
Switch spots.
Move. Affirmative. On the ground now.
And he tagged me.
Regroup on me.
Somebody's coming out of this door here.
On the ground now. Cover that. Copy that.
And now since I've been shot, I can't sprint. And also, if you notice, my crosshairs are a little bit wider. My accuracy is going to be messed up.
Mirror under the door. Roger
It's
that.
not what I wanted to happen, but hey. So he came out of here. I
Stand
doubt that
down.
anyone else will
Go.
be in there, but we'll
Copy
double
that.
check. All good in here.
Fall in on me. Copy that.
This area of this map is kind of a
Cover
pain to
that
deal
area.
with.
Copy that.
Hold on, let me grab this evidence first. It's very open. People will come out, like if we shoot like that, they'll pop out this door, they'll pop out this door, they'll come out from over here or back over here.
Fall in and stay close. Copy that.
So before I check the other room up here, I want to check this hallway. Looks all good.
Use the mirror. Roger that.
So we have unarmed, and that's it.
Stand down. Go there. Copy that. Put your hands up.
We'll have
Make him
cuff
secure. Roger.
When he's done with that,
Get
grab
that.
that.
Roger. Regroup on me. Affirmative.
This is another little hallway that can be tricky sometimes. Right there. I don't want to shoot somebody again, so we'll try tossing a flash in there first.
Get down. Check behind the door. Affirmative.
So we have another civilian, and that
At
appears
ease.
to be it. I'm gonna grab his gun real quick.
Go. Copy that. Get down! Hands in the air! Put your hands up! Fall in on me. Copy that. Move. Roger. Fall in and stay close. Roger.
With a little room like that, I usually don't bother to
Mirror
check
under the
with the
door.
wand.
Copy that.
So normally there's not anyone in there, but that time I had to shoot that guy.
Stand down. Go. Affirmative. Opening bank. Roger. Get down now! Regroup on me. Copy that. Get down now!
So before I did anything
Zip him
else,
up.
I
Copy
made
that.
sure to pick up his gun, and I'll explain that to you in a minute.
Fall in on me. Copy that. Use the mirror. Copy that.
So, let me try to think, what is that? 3 suspects killed and 1 arrested so far? Can't remember exactly. Another bad guy,
Stand down.
armed.
Use the bank. Copy that. Go there. Get Copy down that. Now! Deploy a flashbang.
No, that's not what I wanted.
Negative.
Yeah, thanks for not doing that. That's the mission.
Go. Copy that.
Awesome. So, went a little bit better than I thought it would. I did get shot.
Fall in and stay close.
Out of the 6 suspects, we only secured 2. The other 4 were killed. So, what I like about this game, aesthetically it looks very nice and it plays very well too. But like, all the little, the spent shells on the ground, and even if I go up to a dead guy and walk in their blood and walk around, it leaves little footprints. And for a game, especially what as simple as this, little details like that, I think it makes it really immersive and just fun to look at, In terms of gameplay, I don't have too much to complain about. I mean, like I said, I can't bitch about much because it's still an alpha. And I think in terms of controlling your teammate, it works very well. But one thing I would like to change is, like,
Check behind the door.
after I have my buddy
Copy that.
mirror for a mirror under a door or throw a flashbang, he just sits there.
At ease.
I have to tell him to do something, to either go
Affirmative.
or I have to
Stand
prompt him to
down.
come back with me. It would be nice if
Regroup
I
on
could,
me.
if he
Roger
would
that.
automatically regroup with me or something like that instead of me having to give him that command again. The other thing too is, one thing that actually, I didn't talk about it yet, but it blew my mind when this happened. So, let's play pretend for a minute. Let's say we just put a flashbang in this room and entered it. This bad guy hasn't been secure yet, and there's another one here. I'm pointing my gun at this bad guy over here who's already dropped his gun. He's got his hands up. The other guy's just kind of standing there. He has his gun at his hands. He doesn't point it at us or anything. Now my buddy's just kind of looking at him, and nothing's happening. So I turned my back for 1 second to help out with the other bad guy. I was gonna whack him maybe. And the second I turned my back, this guy picked up his gun and shot me right in the back. Just like that. Killed both of us. And the fact that something like that would even be considered in this game, it just blew my mind, because that is, you know, that makes sense for this type of game. In real life, you want to make sure you actually secure your bad guys. You know, excuse me, safety is first, and if bad guy is sitting there next to a gun and he can get that gun, that's not safe. And yeah, in terms of like controlling your AI and stuff, it's really not bad. I can't complain about much, but like I said, I would wish that after I have him like flashbang the room. Or you can't do that, I guess. He's out of flashbangs. Or even after I have him breach the room, I wish he would automatically just follow me again. As you see, he doesn't. I either have to tell him to go, or he'll just sit there until I press space and have him report back to me. So that's really my only two complaints. Now, let's press enter real quick and we can see what we did. So, usually you get more points if you arrest the suspects, but in this case we shot way more than we arrested, so that's not how it worked here. No civilians were hurt. I was shot, but I guess I'm fine. And yeah, you see my penalty here. Officers injured, minus 500. And that took 8 minutes and 2 seconds. And that's a B. My best score is an A minus. Best score is 8,250. This one was exactly 1,000 points less. So one other thing that I want to look at too, in terms of what I would hope to see in this game. Definitely would love to see some more options here and in the planning phase. Like in the old Rainbow Six, before you actually executed your plan, you could go back and you got a map. You could like point out the specific route you wanted your team to take. You could give them go codes. So, example, like go code alpha, when I press a certain key, my alpha key, what I want you to do is flashbang this room and clear it. And while you're doing this, I want somebody else to clear another room. I would love to see that in this game. I would love to see more friendly AI instead of just being you and your buddy. You know, if you could have a team of 4 or 2 teams of 4 doing something at once, that would be amazing. And of course, you know, I'm sure we'll see like a lot of other loadout options, you know, like tasers, maybe tear gas and beanbag shotguns, who knows. But I would love to see it. Now I'm going to pause the game right here for a second. You're probably going to hear the music stop playing, but while I was reviewing the footage, there are a couple of other things that I wanted to take note of, but I just kind of forgot about. I would also love to see some sort of online play. Maybe a co-op mode where you're working against AI to complete the missions. I think that would work very well in this type of game, and it would be very fun. I think PvP would also be very doable too. It'd be interesting with the kind of top-down shooter setup that it has, but at the same time maybe you can take some steal from ideas from like Rainbow Six Siege, where you have one team that defends and one team that attacks, or maybe even the defending team can hide a bomb somewhere and the attacking team has to search for it and find it and disarm it. Additionally, the developers do have a Kickstarter set up, so if you do play this game and you like it, definitely check it out. I don't represent them, I'm not advertising for them, but I'm confident that this game will turn out pretty cool, and I have faith in that, so extra change that you might be able to throw at them won't hurt at all. As I said, I will definitely, I'll put the link in my description of this download. Check it out if you think you'd want to. I hope you like it as much as I did, because I'm excited to see what it looks like. Take it easy.